Leave him alone. Don't let him shoot like that.
Can Nate Steinwasser deliver? Of course!
Detroit City comes home to Keyworth Stadium for the return matchup against the Indy 11. All right, another warm Saturday here at Keyworth Stadium as Detroit City gets set to take on the Indy 11. And
how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
It's still hot, and guess what? It still is lemonade season, bitches.
Yes, it is.
It's a hot one.
Going to be about 87 at kickoff from what the forecast tells me for tonight's game. But still the turmoil continues at Detroit City FC. Well, not really turmoil, but then again,
well, here's what happened. Wednesday night, we were at the owner meeting ready for the game against Rhode Island. The game we lost by a penalty kick by one of our former players. And what was said in the owner meeting, there was talk a little bit about Trevor James' departure. And on Wednesday, this was Wednesday, the club said Tiffany's still with the club as president of wellness and fitness and all that. Mm-hmm. Well, Friday afternoon, I was doing an errand. I was getting the bus back, and then the eternal sound effect call. Awooga, breaking news, awooga, breaking news. What happened, Matt?
Yep, Tiffany Ebert-James is no longer with the club. She did say in a statement, I'm trying to pull that up now.
Yeah, I got the statement, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm trying to get trying to get the statement there.
We should
have been prepared.
Yeah, that was a little shocker, but not a shocker because I was presuming that they had planned this ahead of time because James had been gone for almost 2 weeks after he was dismissed as the sporting director. Yes,
correct. So I'm trying to go to FOTMOB, or not FOTMOB. What am I doing? Well, we don't need FOTMOB.
Okay,
yet.
No, not that.
Let's go to Blue Sky.
Yeah, I got the statement right here. Tiffany Ebert-James, after it was announced that she was leaving the crowd, she did write a statement to all the fans and all that. To our incredible players, front office staff, and supporters, leaving this job was one of the hardest things I ever had to do, not because of the circumstances, just because of you. Working alongside with passionate, kind, and resilient people has been an honor. You've made even the most difficult day worthwhile, and for that, I will be grateful. Thank you to all the laughs, the trust, the countless small moments that made this job so rewarding. I'm leaving so much love in my heart because of you. And to the legend that is TMF James, Trevor motherfucking James, what do you expect? Sorry for the language if you're sensitive, but thank you for leading the club forward with your great dignity and unwavering integrity, as it has been an honor of my lifetime to share this amazing journey with you. That's
yes. And yes, she came out publicly with the statement yesterday after being after the release was issued with her not being with the club no more. So definitely an end of an era.
It's an end of the era. Like I said, Tiffany Ebert-James, although you didn't see it behind the scenes, but behind the scenes, she was very gracious for us. I'll tell you a little good quick story. This happened early in the season, and we were at the City Club out way too early a little bit. We were not allowed in. Once we got on, then we just said, hello, anybody here? We were sitting near the lobby there, and I saw somebody in the ground say, excuse me, can you turn on the lights? Okay, oh, sure, She came up, and it was, guess who?
Tiffany Ebert-James. And we thank her, bottom of our hearts, we thank you for everything you've done.
I know.
For Detroit City. And then, of course, that was one of those occasions in which we were doing that. We came in a little bit early, obviously, to record Soccer Night in Detroit prior to a match that night. But but like I said, always every time you say her, I gave her a hug. Every time I saw her, she gave me a hug, whatever. But it was the fact that she had that outgoing personality that she made you feel welcome at matches every time that you were around, and truly going to be missed around here.
And a lot of supporters thank Tiffany, and she responded to him with a little bit of thank you. A couple of players, Maury Dorner, thank her for him when he was here for a short time. And she said, "Thank you. I hope you're doing well in Oakland." Yes, I know. And Maddie Lewis, I'll read this quote: "There are enough enough work to describe the impact Tiffany had on the club and the people surrounded. Look forward to the next chapter." And she responded, "Thank you,
Yep.
thank you."
And like I said, she's done, like I said,
Yeah.
done. I mean, when you look at the whole picture,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously without Trevor, there wouldn't be no Tiffany, and vice versa, because without Tiffany, there would definitely be no Trevor. And I tell you what, those two made their mark here, as we were coming from a professional club or an amateur club up to a semi-pro club to a professional club and to where we are right now. I mean, they were a very integral part of that journey for Detroit City FC in these past 6 years.
I know.
And their accomplishments and their contributions are not going unnoticed.
No.
And and it's cast a pall upon the fan base. Not to mention other things have cast a pall upon the fan base as well. Wednesday night being another prime example. 1-0 to
Rhode Island FC at Centerville Bank Stadium. And one of the crazier things is, and we'll have to talk briefly a little bit. As you probably know, the key play was Rhode Island kick player Reese Williams was in the box. It appeared to hit his chest. You know what I mean?
And just below the armpit a little bit.
Yeah. And I don't know why they call it a handball. I think that
because it probably, from what I was talking with other people as well, I mean, it did graze the arm area, which 9 times out of 10, referee is going to call a handball at that situation. Thus, guess here we go again.
Here we go again.
And then
the substitution rule. And I have to mention the rule because you got clarity of it. I looked at a Wikipedia portion of the rule of the game according to FIFA. Yes, when you're a substitution, when you are on the center field near the big circle, like said you have to report and all that. Yes, Maxey was a sub. That's legal. But the rule of the penalty kick is whoever is on the field took the penalty kick. That is totally legal.
Yep,
I know we were upset that his first action was the penalty kick.
And the thing was, it did upset us because of that. And sure enough, Maxey wanted that opportunity. He took advantage of that opportunity.
And he got his opportunity, sticking us past Carl Sandelos for the only goal of the game.
Yeah, and that ended up being the tally there.
And that took the sail out of the wind for City,
which has not been sailing as of late. Let's just say you picture the vessel in Tommy Boy that Tommy Callahan was
played by the late Chris Farley.
Yeah, and it's just a boat just sitting in the water right now, and without a rudder, without a sail.
No.
They talked about Detroit's struggles recently on USL All Access, and I want to bring this clip up, and we're going to analyze this a little bit because we kind of agree what's going on with that. Let's get that clip out going right now.
About the playoff fight, because really it is still anybody's game in both conferences. For Detroit, 1 win since the start of May. That's 10 matches, 5 losses, 4 draws. That was at home against Miami at the end of June. They've only scored 9 goals in that span. They've scored 20 all season. They're coming off a 0-0 draw against Pittsburgh, which happens. They closed 7 of 10 at home. But I'm going to say this. Their last 5, home Louisville, home North Carolina, home Loudoun, at Charleston, and at an ascendant Tampa Bay.
Game over.
21 points right now. You need to do something with these next 5 matches.
And getting Kobe Hernandez Foster, as great as he is as a pickup, and I think he'll fit into the system right well, that's not what you need. You need goals. You need an identity. You have not been able to provide that. You also need to stop the ball from hitting the back of your net more consistently. We keep saying the same thing over and over. It is literally the definition of insanity. I'm basically convinced right now, and I know we're going to get to the rest of the teams, that from 6 down, to me, there are only 2 teams that I believe in. And one of them is not in the playoffs. So that's where we're at. Detroit, get an identity. Let's go. Let's keep riding. I think Danny Dico can get it done, but he can't hold all the responsibility. I watch the games. These players, just like Pittsburgh front line, they got to commit. Too many cute passes at times here. I want some of the rough and tumble that was when Trevor James was in charge.
All right, Devin and Mike, with their thoughts on where Detroit City stands at this point, and you kind of agree what they said. I mean, got to get it going.
Yeah, gotta get it going. Like I said, you brought this up on Wednesday, and we're not no sports psychologists and all that, but
No.
Darren Smith, ever since that own goal during the Open Cup blowout, he hasn't been scoring. He had a couple.
No, he hasn't.
No, he had a couple of good opportunities. Penalty kick against Miami, and then just this past Wednesday, a perfect breakaway, and his footing wasn't right, and got blocked by Coco Vegas.
And it's not like he's got getting the ball given to him now with Kobe Hernandez Foster being part of the lineup, and he did start on Wednesday. You know, they were still trying to get the ball to him. The fact was he was still not getting it in the back of the net, and we've talked exclusively with Danny about and he's brought that up as far as Darren Smith goes. You got to get those opportunities when you can. Also, you got to defend that ball better.
Yeah.
That's another problem that we were having. And, while I've listened to this interview or listened to this portion of the broadcast a couple times, the first thing that comes to mind is Stephen Carroll being out. His scope, of course, it took place in July. We're into August now. We don't know how long it's going to be before he gets back into the lineup. But the lineup that's been sitting in front of Carlos Saldana or Carlos Herrera, they've been giving up. And this was even the case when Carroll was in the lineup. And, of course, the team that we're playing against today, Indy 11, took advantage of a situation in which Carroll pretty much was giving the ball back to Herrera at the time. And guess who happened to pop up?
Alvazamo.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving up too many bad goals, too many bad situations. It's basically what it is now for Detroit City is got to get back down to basics. Got to get back to that toughness that was apparent in the Trevor James era of play. And I totally agree with what Mike and Devin brought up as far as that goes. And I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't seen that. I mean, I saw it against Westchester SC, brand new, granted. I'm not going to say lower tier competition, but I'm going to say, a team that they should have beat.
Yeah, you're right.
I saw it there. I saw it for the first half against Rhode Island. And then after the whole Maxey thing, did you see a change?
A little bit. You know what I mean? They were still pressuring, but after that first goal, I don't know.
Yeah, and
Lemon Nunn left the building, and they were devastated. Not only the after effect of that whole handball thing, and then
the fact Maxey scoring and all that stuff, but this is a situation.
Credit to their Arizona head coach. He knew Maxey would score on his own score, and
and grant you, rules aside, grant you, how hard of a time did these fans give him when he was here the first time around?
A lot of playful hard time over that.
And he only played a half a play against us.
Half a play, yeah.
He only played 45 minutes. He only played half the game. And, he came back, he came in at the time of the kick and, played the rest of the game there. And, nonetheless, came away with the victory. But the thing is here with Detroit City, as we, been harping on, the fight. Where's the fight? Where's the tenacity? Where's the, where's what we seen in Phoenix?
Yeah.
A few months back. You're down 2-0. You come back strong. You get 3 consecutive goals within 4 minutes. That's the type of intensity that we want to see out of the squad.
Yeah.
Where has that been since then?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's been non-existent, and that's the problem here that we're dealing with. As far as
20 touches for Maxey for the 30 minutes in play, including that penalty goal.
Yeah. So, I mean, regardless, I mean, like I said, this Indy, and this Indy 11 side right now is, I mean, they've been
cashing up.
Oh yeah,
literally, because like I said, the positions is now 4 points between the playoff line and 12th place. So it's not been fun.
Yeah, it's not been fun for them guys,
and they're 1 point behind us. You know what I mean? In this key, crucial game.
Oh yeah, and this definitely this crucial game. Let's take a look at the Indy 11 so far this year. Let's see. Top scorer is Elvis Amo.
Yeah.
Are we looking at Jägermeister Cup? Or are we looking at?
Well,
that's what I want to be looking at first. Yeah, we are looking at. Yeah, we're looking at the USL Championship stats here. Elvis Amo's been their best player.
Yeah.
According to the FOTMob rating. Right now,
and don't forget Blake on top of the key. He's been really good. One Jack Blake, who had about 5 goals, 4 assists.
Yep. Also, and Romario Williams has got 1 goal. Elvis Amo's got 2. Okay, now we're looking at the Jägermeister Cup stats.
Oh, sorry.
That's the thing here.
Might get a little bit weird.
4 goals on the year for Elvis Amo. 5 goals for Jack Blake. Romario Williams with 4 goals.
4 goals. 3 goals for Clara. 3 goals for one Arian Quinn.
Yeah. Yep. And
6 assists.
Edward Kizza with 2 goals. Malik Foster with 2 goals. So they've been scoring goals.
You're right.
They have been consistent as far as scoring goals as concerned. The form, though, shall we say? Let's go back. Let's see. 1-0 victory, or no, 3-1 loss to Tampa Bay last week.
Yes,
I saw
that game. I saw that game last week.
They beat a very hot FC Tulsa squad, albeit I think that was in the Jägermeister Cup. But they did lose to North Carolina, win against Rhode Island, win against Monterey Bay in their let's see, I want to say, is that their last 5? I believe it was their
last 5.
Yeah, it was their last 5.
Right.
But right now they're sitting at 5, 5, and 7 at 20 points for the season, and they're scoring a lot of goals and whatnot for right now, and I mean they're a side that has always given us problems, whether it be here or whether it be down at Michael Carroll Stadium. We came away with some victories at Michael Carroll Stadium, but we came away with some bad losses there too.
I remember the elimination from last year's U.S. Open was to this in the 11 team.
Yeah, the history between these two teams. Let's see here, dating back to let's see.
3 wins for Indy, 2 wins for Detroit City, and 3 have been draws.
Yep, 3-3-2. Indy has the advantage in this thing here. Obviously, last year was a 0-0 draw here. Let's look at all the games that have been played here at Keyword Stadium. 0-0 draw on September 3rd, 2022. 1-0 loss on March of 2023. Last year, Detroit City drew with Indy 11, 0-0. Most of these contests have been played down in Indianapolis, where we've managed to come away with at least. Well, we came away with 1 victory last year, but and then, like I said, the 2 wins, 2 wins coming in this rivalry between the 2 clubs. Let's see. I'm trying to find where the second win is here. So, did we come away with a win here a long time ago? No,
on the road in March of 2024, and I'm looking.
Okay. Yeah. We did come away with a victory, a 1-0 victory back in 2022. So both of the wins in this series have been at Michael Carroll Stadium. So, in order for them to come up with a win today, I reiterate this again.
Yeah.
Find that identity.
Yeah.
Find that identity.
Yeah.
Because become the team that a lot of people, whether they've lost their. I think they've lost their identity in so many ways. Whether it's because of what's going on in the back in the office, what's going on the pitch. It's worse than what we saw in 2023. I mean, we've heard of locker room
rumblings.
Yeah, back in 2023 with this club, and
that was a bad season.
It was a bad season altogether.
Very bad season.
And then it ended up being with a a playoff victory with Pittsburgh, and then losing to Tampa Bay in the outset there. But,
no, it was Louisville.
Louisville. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tampa Bay.
It was a bad
last
loss,
year.
by the way. I have to mention.
Yeah, that was not a great victory. But then
It
again,
was not
they're playing Louisville, and Louisville's the class of the league right now.
And that's the big game tonight in the USL. Louisville against Charleston.
Yes, that is
good. Down the hatches. It's going to be
8 o'clock kickoff for that one. So that game will be well in progress when we finish up here in Keyworth, probably into the second half of that one. That should be a very, very, very good battle. As far as this battle here is today, I
didn't ask one question. What is your impression of the player guy who started in the midfield and played really well on Saturday? What's your impression?
Who are we talking about?
Are you talking the new player?
Foster?
Yeah.
Kobe? Kobe did well. I thought Kobe did well on Wednesday night, and I think he's going to be an asset to us going forward. So, I mean, I thought he played extremely well. You know, if I had my choice for man of the match, other than Koki Vegas, it would have been Kobe Hernandez Foster because the way, he, dictated play and facilitated play, helped us out. Helped us out with a shall we say, like I said, dominating the possession throughout the game. So I mean, it was a good play, and hopefully we'll see more of that tonight. So as far as this game goes, what I was going to say as far as this game goes,
and still leading.
We're looking at it right now is you got to win. Are we at a point now where we got to win every game out?
Unfortunately, it's so because we're close to the rest of the playoff. 10 more games. And if they don't respond, it will be a lot worse than 2023 when we got barely made in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Right now, we're still in the playoff, but these moments, in this Western Eastern Conference battle royal where everybody's trying to throw them over the top rope and hitting the foot. Yeah, it's sort of like Kofi Kingston from the WWE Royal Rumble days, He tried to get, but yeah, they have to put on their best Kofi Kingston if they don't want to go over the top rope using pogo stick chairs or anything else, or the leap to the ring apron. I'm going to say it's going to be a close 1-0 victory at home tonight.
Indy or Detroit?
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying 2-0 or 3-0, but if they need to prove something,
my confidence level says, do I see them pulling out a win tonight? Certain players have got to step up in order for make that happen. Do I see anybody doing that right now with Detroit City SC? Not so much.
No.
Not so much.
And this Indy team is a good team.
And Indy is a good team. If we do score, it's probably going to be one of them cheap goals or whatever it is if we do score in this one. I hate to say it, but prove me wrong, boys. I'm going to go draw 1-1. I'm a little bit positive about it, but I'm mostly negative about it, and I'm playing the both sides card. It's either going to be a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw. They got to show me something tonight. They have to.
You know what? I'm in the same boat. They got to show us something, or the last 10 games will be a nightmare with the opponents we get. Oh my God! See the calendar.
Yeah. Yep. The calendar is changing. Pumpkin Spice is out.
We're not at PLS season yet. Pumpkin Spotlight, by the way. If you want to know
Pumpkin Spice is out.
Yeah.
God rest our souls. Candy corn is out. I'm sorry, Noel.
I'm sorry. You had to be embarrassed by looking at that, saying that candy corn season. Don't look at the video, Neil. Don't look at the video.
No. I share it. Oh, yeah. By the way, happy anniversary to Neil and his
lovely wife.
School day sweetheart. Yeah, schoolgirl crush and longtime sweetheart of theirs. Happy anniversary
to you. Back this week after taping a couple of weeks off. He wasn't calling the Jaeger Maker 8 game because ESPN Plus was there and he had a week off. So, hey, welcome back to the fold. Oh,
Yep.
speaking of where you could hear Neil,
Yes. Where
Could
can
we-
where can you hear Neil on the call tonight?
you can hear Neil Crew and John Kruger on the call tonight, 7 o'clock on CW Detroit 50. If you're not near a TV, it's on the CBS the Detroit site, also online or on the CBS News app, and then it will be on ESPN Plus.
All right.
Yeah.
So for now, everything's on ESPN Plus, despite of all the streaming changes that are going on in the world today.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of streaming changes, but hey, oh my God, we're running out of time.
Yeah, we are running out of time. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that.
By
the way, we're honoring Nate tonight.
Yes, Nate Steinwasser being honored at halftime tonight of this one. So many great memories here.
And he's getting a for the first 500 to come through Gate 3, his own bronze statue. Not
Yes,
the big one, a little one.
A little one. So that's nice. So anyway, we will see you after hours with analysis and whatnot from this one, and hopefully it's a positive result. Until then,
look
folks,
inside an air conditioner before the match.
Right. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.